Hi guys, welcome back. And today's task is on how to format our Excel data using condition format, and how to add the currency to our data in Microsoft Excel. So as before I go further, I would like to encourage you guys to subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, so that we'll keep watching this kind of fantastic tutorials from my channel, Mr. Faison Financial Office Tutorials. As I have already said, today's task is on how to I will deal more about I will discuss more about how to add the currency to data in Microsoft Excel. So for example, here we have salary, but even though it's salary do not have any currency, it doesn't show that it's money, it's only numbers, right? So for us to make sure that these are money, it looks like it's money, someone to read them, to count them in the have to count them like it's money. For example, here we're supposed to add, if we here, for example, here in Malawi we have our currency is in Malawi kwacha. So if we have to change this one to in Malawi kwacha, so it's supposed to show that that's Malawi kwacha and Malawi kwacha everywhere, because that's money. So for example, here how to add the currency. To add the currency, go where there is on the home tab here. Under home tab, we go where there is numbers here, and you go where there's here. For example, my computer in the doubtful stage, it has given me general. So here there is a drop down. I'm gonna click that one, and it will go give me a lot of options to select from. So because I want to add the currency, I'm gonna select currency like that one. I'm only selecting currency. Now it shows nothing. The thing is, for you to add the currency, you have to start highlighting your data you want to add the currency. For example, this one, have to highlight it like this one. See, I'm gonna highlighting that one. I'm gonna go where there's general like that. Click the drop down, then you select currency like that. For example, my current currency was in Malawi kwacha. See, currency is in Malawi kwacha. I'm gonna click in currency. You're gonna see that my data here has been converted to Malawi kwacha, and it have some decimals. See, you have some decimals. So here my currency is in Malawi kwacha like that. So Trisha received this one, 30,000 Malawi kwacha. Vanessa 44,000 Malawi kwacha. That's the salary, right? So now it seems like it's salary, really salary, because it have currency. But before it didn't have currency, and it was hard for us to differentiate either it was just the numbers or money. So this one is the amount of money. Now it has been distinguished, hence we have added the currency to our data. Maybe you don't want your currency to be in Malawi kwacha, you want it maybe in US dollars. So you're gonna highlight it first like that, highlight the data, you go where there's currency again like that, click that one. You see there's a lot of options. So here we only have that Malawi kwacha, so we can't go for that. We'll go where there's something like there's some coins. See here, there's some coins like this one. So we're gonna click this drop down like that. You're gonna see you have United States here, you have United Kingdom, euros. So United States, this one US dollars. You have euros, Chinese BRC, and whatsoever in Switzerland going onwards. So because I want my currency to be in the United States, that's US dollars, in US dollars. So I'm gonna click that one, US dollars. See here the US dollars comes. But even though the US dollars have come to my data like this one, it's not really looking great. This is not the currency. You're gonna see that there is a space somehow in it's not the currency we are looking for, because we want to add the currency to our data. So this one, of course, it looks like 30,000 US dollars, but it's not 30,000 US dollars, because there is gap. And this one is like that, 30,000 US dollars, but it's in accounting too. So we want to make it as a currency, not in accounting. So to make it as a currency, we're gonna go here. We have first we go here, select our United States US dollars like that. I click that one, and then it changes like that. Then I go where there is accounting, click the drop down like that. Then it's gonna go where there is more options like here. Gonna go where there's more number formats like that. I'm gonna click that one, then it will give you this dialog box, right? Upon giving you this dialog box, you go where there is currency, click the currency, and that's it. Here you have converted your currency. Upon clicking OK, you see that now your data looks like it's now in US dollars as currency, US dollars. Maybe you can see, as you can see here, each and every amount of money has 2 decimals. Maybe your space is too it's not that large to accommodate such a number of a lot of decimal points. You can even choose to eliminate the points, or even you choose to add some decimal points. For example, here we have 2 decimal points. I can eliminate them to have no any decimal places, or else we can add the decimal places. So for here, how to eliminate that one, we're gonna highlight it first, like that. Highlight it, go where there's currency, drop down, go where there's more numbers, like that, click it, and then here we have decimal places. So it was in two decimal places, right? But if I want to eliminate all decimal point places, I'm gonna click here, drop down like that, clicking downwards, drop down like that. So now I'm increasing it, or I can just delete the number. For example, there was 2, right? Right now I want it to be 0. I'm gonna delete it, click delete, then on your computer, then click 0, because you want your numbers to be the decimal places to be 0, like that, and then you say okay. You see that your data is now have no decimal places. Maybe your decimal point places, you want to add your decimal places, so you're gonna go there to you're gonna go here where there's numbers too, right? You're gonna go here, we're going to go here, and here there is where you're gonna decrease the decimal places, and here there is where you're gonna increase the decimal places. Here you're gonna decrease the decimal places, and here you're gonna increase the decimal places. For example, here there is 0 decimal places, so I can increase it by clicking here like that. See, now it's to one decimal places. Click it here again, 2 decimal places. Click it again, 3 decimal places. I can add as much as I want. So even if I want to decrease the numbers, I mean the decimal places, I'm supposed to go here and click this one, like that. You can see that the number of the decimal places now is decreasing now and then. So that's how to add currency and how to eliminate decimal places on your data, in Microsoft Excel. Another thing is on how to format your data using condition formatting. So format your data in Microsoft Excel using condition formatting. You first supposed to you choose which data and how the range of data to format them, because there is a lot of rules you can apply from that using the condition formatting rule. The condition format rule is already here at the home tab. Again, you're gonna go here where there is style rules, go where there is condition formatting, like that, click that one. You're gonna see there is cell rules, top rules, cell rules, top bottom rules, data bars, color skills, and whatsoever it is. There's a lot of rules to apply on. So maybe you see there's a lot of rules. So for them, we're gonna go for the cell rules, right? Highlighting cell rules. So for example, here we have let me make this data as a table first, like that. I can click a table from it. I want to create a table. I'll create a table first. Draw a table. What's going on? How to make a table from it? Okay, yeah, now I have to create this one. I have to make it as a table, right? So now I have created my table. Here is my table, right? So this is the table. I want to format it to make sure that, for example, here I want to show only those numbers. This is the salary, right? Okay, anyway, let me use the age instead of salary. This is the ages. So I want only to display those. I want only the cells that contains the cells that contains age greater than 50, or let me say greater than 45, should be in red colors. For example, here I'm gonna click like that. First I selected it. Upon selecting it, I'm gonna go where there is a home tab, and I'm going to condition formatting like that. Click it, and then here where there is highlight cell rules, here you have greater than and less than. So I want only greater than, right? So because I want to show only those numbers, those age, I want only to highlight a certain numbers, to highlight the age that is greater than 45. So I'm gonna go where there is greater than like that. Click it, greater than, then it shows me this one. So I want to format cells that are greater than 45, right? I want to format cells that are greater than 45 like this one. Oh, what a coincidence! The computer has also given me that range. Okay, anyway, so that's it. Have to highlight it. So which color I want my table to be highlighted, my cell to be highlighted. So those cells greater than 45 numbers has to be highlighted using a green fill. Is it a green or red? Let me give it a red. I have to fill it green fill. I'll give it a green. What can I say? Okay, let me give it a light red fill like that. All numbers that are greater than 45 will be filled with light red like that. On click, I want clicking it. You're gonna see all the numbers greater than 45 has been filled like that. 45 here we have 45. Here we have 71 and 50. These are the ages that are greater than 45 years. That's it. Even you can highlight it, and let me undo this first. Even you can now I have undo it. Even if you want to only show those numbers that are greater than 30, or that are greater than any numbers, I mean that are less than 30, you're gonna do the same like that. Highlight it, go where there's format table, I mean format, condition format, right? Where there's condition format, highlight the rules, then you go where there's less than, go click that one, and you add. And now I want those numbers that are less than 20, those ages that are less than 20 to be highlighted with a red fill, like red fill. That one, let me give it a red fill like this one, and click OK. You're gonna see that only numbers that are less than 20, ages that are less than 20 has been highlighted in red. For example, maybe you want to do a salaries, those people who receives more than 1,000 or more than 100,000, right? Those amount of money, a salary that is greater than 100,000. Maybe you want it to be displayed in a certain format, right? You want it to be displayed with a certain color for easy identification or whatsoever purpose you have. You're gonna go there still more. Go there, and maybe I want only to display. Go where there's highlight rules. Here I want only greater than, right? I'm gonna see here. Press here. So display only those numbers. Those numbers that are greater than, let's say 100,000, right? That are greater than 100,000. Those numbers that are greater than 100,000 has to be in a green field with the dark text like that, and say OK. You're gonna see that those numbers that are greater than 100,000 are now in green. That's how to condition format. Just an introduction on how to format your data, how to format your data in Microsoft Excel. Make sure that those numbers that are greater than something or less than something have been displayed in your Microsoft Excel data. It has been highlighted to make sure that to improve its visibility, and even to only to highlight those important issues you want to deal with. For example, in any data, people always prefer to display with those data, the highest one and the lowest one. So you can do something like that, less than and then greater than. Apart from that, guys, we can undo that by highlighting it and say undo, or even you can say Control Z on your computer. Control Z, Control Z. So what you did now is undoing. Is now undone and done. Reaching this far, I will advise you guys to subscribe to my channel so that we'll keep on watching these fantastic tutorials. Have a good day, guys.